All right, I have some old cake here. This has been in my freezer forever. It's probably not even good anymore, so don't yell at me for wasting cake. But I want to show you why I put straws in the bottom tiers and why I use a cardboard circle in between. So let's pretend this is the bottom tier of a cake. I did just post a video on how I stack cakes, and in the bottom tier, I put straws in there. Now, you have to build an internal support structure when you are building really tall tiered cakes because you don't want it to collapse in on itself. So what usually happens, we're going to pretend that this is my top tier, and the top tier is iced and it has a cardboard circle underneath it. So here's a photo where I show you a fully iced cake that has the cardboard circle. So I only put cardboard circles underneath my upper tiers. If this was going on a cake drum, I don't put a cardboard circle under here. I don't want to waste it. So I just place it directly on the cake drum. Some people like to put a cardboard circle underneath. It's totally up to you. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean that you can't. So when I put the top tier on the bottom tier that has all of the straws, the cardboard circle is going to sit on top of the straws. That way, if there's pressure from the upper tiers, it's not going to collapse in on itself. So basically, this cardboard circle sits on the straws and prevents, like, I'm really pressing down on this and it's not, well, it's damaging the board, but it's not crushing the cake. So you can stack a lot of cakes on top if you have the supports in here because it's not going to collapse in on itself. A lot of people say, well, I don't even use a cardboard circle. I just put the straws. And some people use dowels. I like to use straws. They're easy to cut. They're easy to use. People say that you waste so much cake by using straws. But, I mean, there's a little bit of cake in here. Like, okay, you just find whatever works for you. But some people just prefer to use straws or dowels without the cardboard circle. And here's what happens. You have these supports in the bottom tier, and then you stick another cake on top, thinking that these straws are going to support the weight. And it may not be an issue if it's a 2-tier cake, but if it's a 3, 4, or 5-tier cake and it gets really heavy, the pressure starts pushing down, and since you don't have a cardboard circle in between, this cake can just like flatten out. And what's going to happen is all of the filling is going to start squeezing out of the sides. It's going to create a big mess. So what you want to do, see how it already crushed this cake and pushed it down even more? If you have the cardboard circle and then the upper tiers, it's not going to crush the bottom cake. So that's why I use cardboard circles in between my upper tiers of the cake to help keep it more structurally sound. And then I just want to show you when I dowel the cake. So let's say this is the bottom tier of the cake and I put it directly on the cake drum. We have the straws in the bottom tier, the cardboard circle. This is a grease-proof cardboard circle, not on this side, but on this side. And when you have the cake on top of here, the grease doesn't really seep through it. But anyway, so I have the top tier on, and then it's structurally sound, and then I want to dowel it. I say in my video, I sharpen this dowel in a pencil sharpener only ever used for dowels. I like to do it this way. A lot of people will pre-drill a hole in these cardboard circles and pre-drill a hole into the board. I just don't do it that way. That way works as well. That's what I love about cake decorating. There's no set rules. You find what works for you and you go with that. But I'm putting this on top, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this dowel in here, and when I cut it, I always put it all the way down to the countertop. This is because when you hammer a dowel into the cake, you want it to go through the cake drum. That way it's going to be really sturdy and the cake isn't going to slide around on the board. So I always measure it down to the countertop. And then I take my snips and I just go a little down from the top of the cake and come straight out. And that's where I cut it. I'm not going to do it because I could still use this dowel. But when I dowel a cake, I'm going to put this through here, and it stops at this cardboard circle. And a lot of people say, well, when you hammer it, doesn't cardboard go all over in the cake? No, it doesn't. So this is what I do. I just hold it straight. You want to make sure it's not on an angle either way. Hold it straight, and I'm hammering down in here, and it just pushed through that, and now it's right onto the cake drum. And I'm going to keep hammering this until it stops. The point of the dowel is going to stop once it hits the countertop. Right there. That's where it stopped. So you could see it doesn't poke through the bottom, but it's in the cake drum. So the cake is not going to slide around. So let me disassemble this. So I'm going to pull it out and show you this board. This is the hole that it created. It didn't put any, there's no cardboard that went into the cake. It just pokes it open. I mean, it goes out on the sides, but I never in 20 something years had anybody tell me that there was a piece of cardboard in the cake. It just pokes the hole through. So that's a basic breakdown of how I build my internal structure. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.